How's it going, guys? Me, David here, back for another shave. It's been a while. I was having a real bad issue with my previous phone. So I usually record on my phone. I don't have any fancy camera equipment or no fancy lighting. But what was going on with the other phone is the battery was already shot to hell. I was recording videos, and then halfway through the phone completely shut down because the battery was too hot. It was overheating, so I really couldn't be around. So I wanted to do some videos and I just wasn't able to. And then just one thing led to another, and I just never got another phone. Well, finally this week I got another phone. I finally got upgraded to the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. So it's a big, beautiful phone. I'm gonna be distracted, not gonna lie. The camera's over here on this side. My face is over here on this side. It's a huge ass phone. Even though I'm going to try to focus in on the camera, I can't promise you I always will. But I'm going to do the best that I can. Forgive me if the picture quality is weird or if the light fluctuates or whatever. Right now I'm using the front facing camera. On the other one, I was so familiar with the phone. I knew where to stand, how to look at it, the whole deal. This one's all brand new. So if it's a little wonky today, I apologize. Learning stuff. This phone has 5 different cameras, all for a variety of different things. I'm still not sure what all of them do. There's 2 front-facing cameras right now. I don't know which one I'm using. I don't know what the difference of them is. I'll figure it out at some point, but right now I just don't know. But so let's get down to business. Today I'm going to be using a newer soap, not brand new, but it's still relatively new. I'm going to be using the new CK6 Formula from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. This is the Supreme Sandalwood Science. Love the label, but the label doesn't really make sense to me in terms of the name, Supreme Sandalwood Science. If it was just Supreme Sandalwood, I'd be fine with the label. Again, I love the label, but it's just a little weird to me that this was called the Science. If it didn't have the Science word in there, it would have been good, but it's just a little weird. But nonetheless, I like the label, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it today. I'm going to be using a straight razor today. I'm going to be using my Snailforge Customs razor from Belgium by Bruno Van Duren. I think that's how you name. Sorry, Bruno, if I got it wrong. This was my very first custom razor ever. I still don't have very many custom razors because they're expensive, but this is still just an old favorite, man. And then for the brush, I'm going to be using this custom handle. Don't know who did this custom handle. It's been around forever. For the longest time, actually, I never had a knot in it. And then finally, I had an extra NV white knot, which I don't even think Nathan Clark's even doing any brushes anymore. At least I don't see him post, or I don't see nothing new. But this is an NV white knot, set a bit higher. I don't know what the loft is on this, but because this brush is so dense and has such a ridiculous amount of backbone, I set this one higher than I normally would. You guys are familiar, if you guys have been following me for a while, I love the Thader knots, Shave Mac 2-band, and I also have a Romera Manchurian. All of those are set to 52 millimeter lofts. This one's a bit higher. This is probably a 54, maybe even a 55, because it's really that much that has that much backbone, that it really needs it in order for it to get the splay that I like. So normally when I put a soap on here, it's usually my first time using it. Since I haven't been doing videos in a while, this is not my first time using Supreme Sandalwood. I have used it twice before. Love it. Weird. Sorry that I'm using I have a long sleeve shirt on right now while I'm doing this shave. This is the morning. This is Saturday morning. I don't know if this video will come up today. Probably will. But I had to go to a little meeting real quick to set up a banquet for my softball team. So I actually had to get dressed. And we still had to go take off to go run an errand. So I have some free time. So where I probably could have changed my shirt, I got a little too damn excited and I just got straight into the video. But oh well. Now, since I've already used this soap a couple times already before, I could tell you, this is a real special formula, man. Douglas, he does vegan soaps. And the big craze with everybody, there's a lot of people believe that vegan soaps cannot perform and just don't measure up with tallow-based soaps or animal fat soaps. Duck fat, beef tallow, all that good stuff. Well, so what Douglas does is he's always pushing his vegan formulas to be able to match up with those. And if you haven't tried the CK6 formula, warning, it is more expensive than his normal soap. I think it's about $24 before I think what his regular formula, which he still offers, is about 16-ish. I don't quite remember. I think it varies a little bit depending on what oils are used for the scent. But if you haven't used this formula, you're missing out. It's ridiculous. This formula matches up with any tallow-based soaps. Now, I know there's a lot of new soaps out that sell out 5 minutes after they're released. I haven't tried a lot of those new ones because, again, I haven't been around. Without doing videos, it just doesn't seem necessary to buy a bunch of new products. And quite frankly, I'm not really interested in trying to compete to get those soaps if they sell out in 5 minutes. I have too much stuff. I've used some of the best stuff in the world. And I know the soaps can get better. I just don't know if it's worth babysitting a website to get the stuff. But I'll tell you, with the hundreds of soaps that I have used, this beats out pretty much anything. And with the main stuff that I use now, the difference in performance that you see is minuscule. It's very hard to notice which soap is better. And everybody's going to have their preferences in terms of post-shave feel, because everybody's skin is going to react differently to everything. But yeah, this is up there with anything. Thank you to the guys that have been checking in on me, making sure I'm okay. I didn't get back to all the messages. I apologize. And simply, life happens. People get busy. And with my phone situation, again, no real excuse. I just would not upgrade my phone. And that battery issue, it just wasn't able to do it. Alright, so it is really weird and awkward. To shave with a long sleeve shirt on. This probably won't happen again. This is, it's weird. I'm trying not to get my sleeves too soaked, because I'm not somebody that likes to dirty a bunch of clothes in the day. But I don't know if this shirt's going to survive this. I probably messed up, but oh well. So, what's been going on with my life? So, for those of you guys that have been following me for a while, if you guys know me in real life or you just been watching the videos, I've been coaching football for years. And this upcoming year is going to be the first year in 8 years. I've been 8 years coaching at the high school level. The head coach that I was coaching for the last 4 years, he was let go of the coaching position. And that means the whole staff goes. Now, I was offered a position to come back. But quite honestly, the firing of the head coach was an emotional situation for me, man. He's a real good friend of mine. So I just didn't feel emotionally ready to be able to come back this year. So I let them know that I just kind of need a year off. Kind of just to have some me time. Gather myself. Feel really bad though, man, because we get really close to these kids, man. And the boys have just been... They're cool people, and one of the best parts of coaching and just seeing how they grow over the years. Their personalities change so much, their maturity levels. It's just cool, man. So I am bummed out about not coaching this year, but I do need that time. Additionally, still coaching softball, and I think I really need to dedicate some time to it. If anybody has coached in the high school level, multiple sports, including football, football is just by far the most time-consuming thing I've ever done. So I really felt that I need to give some time. I may not go back to coaching football. I don't know. But I really feel that I needed to dedicate time to the program to really try to give it the best chance to succeed, man. This current season's almost over, and we had just a real funky schedule, and I feel bad about that for our outgoing seniors. I wish they had a better schedule, more games, just be more active throughout their year, and we just didn't have that. So I really feel like this upcoming year, I need to be much more involved, make sure we have a full schedule. I think this year we had 16 games. And really, it should have been about 24, 25. So that's a big discrepancy. We didn't do any tournaments this year. So I feel bad about it. So I need to do better. And I'm going to. But all in all, I'm healthy. Everything's good. Everything's stable. I'm happy about that. This phone's big enough that I could actually shave just looking at the phone. It's really big. So I don't know what my video schedule will be like. I think I'm going to try to pump out maybe one a week to start, because one, I haven't got really any new products. So a lot of these videos coming up may just be me just chopping it up with you guys. The soaps that I do buy going forward, I'm going to try my best to make sure that they're lesser known artisans, newer companies. You know, lesser known artisans that are just haven't been given the exposure to really blow up. So I'm gonna try to help those companies out. You're probably not gonna see those super popular ones that are selling out in 5 minutes. If I'm able to get my hands on something, you know, I always have viewers, buddies of mine that are willing to send me stuff to try out. So I'm definitely willing to try them. But again, I'm not going to go through that stress and all that effort and waking up early and making sure that I stop my whole entire day to go buy the stuff. Damn, how about that? That was a quick ass shave. I was just in the zone. Really shaving without doing videos this past, really consistently almost for the last year. I've really just been able to do my shaves really quick. No real distractions, so I think I just got into a nice good flow. So now talking about the star of the show though, the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements CK6 Formula. It's ridiculous. It's somewhere in my top 5, maybe top 3. Probably top 3. is just amazing. If you haven't tried it, I recommend that you do. The lather is creamy, it's thick, it's rich, it's just great. The slickness is top notch. The post-shave feel is fantastic. Again, I have hard water. So if a soap feels this good after my hard ass water's been all on it, it's a standout soap. It's a standout soap. And that's definitely what the CK6 formula is. So I appreciate it, Douglas. You're a badass dude, man. You just keep pushing yourself. And even though you can continue to have successful formulas, you've always had one of the best formulas at any given time in shape. That's just my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. But then you continue to push the bar up and make sure that you're competing with all these companies that are using exotic formulas, exotic ingredients and all that good stuff from all over the world. You're able to compete with the vegan formula, and it's just impressive. And for those of you guys that care about the whole animal rights and that vegan living lifestyle, me personally, I'm a meat eater. So it's probably not as important to me as it should be. But if you're looking for a vegan formula or just a badass soap, definitely check out the CK6 formula, phoenixshaving.com. And that's pretty much it. Now I'm just rambling on. I appreciate you guys for sticking by me all this time. It's been a big absence in the last year or so. It's been pretty bad in terms of how consistently I'm releasing videos. Hopefully this will get me into a good flow. Just know that I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you on the next shave.